Hey guys, right here I have a 2014 Mini Cooper S. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here's the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. As you can see, the mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car and pressing and hold on the lock button, the mirrors will automatically fold in, and upon unlocking, they will automatically fold out again. Also, when you open the doors, the windows dip down a little bit to clear for height. The Cooper S just comes standard with keyless start, so make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake, and the toggle start-stop switch in the center does glow red, together with the ring on the top of the media screen. So just push it to start.
The Cooper S comes with an electric rack and pinion power steering system. Standard on the Malaysian Cooper S is a John Cooper Works leather-wrapped steering wheel with thick sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions. The outer rim features smooth leather, while the inner rim features perforated leather with red stitching. The bottom spoke has a John Cooper Works logo. Only one transmission is available for the Cooper S in Malaysia. This said transmission is a 6-speed sports automatic transmission with sport mode and steptronic manual shifting, either via the plus and minus down by the gear lever or via the pedal shifters on the back of the steering wheel spokes. The pedal on the left downshifts while the one on the right upshifts. Shifting the transmission into reverse dips the passenger side mirror and activates the parking sensors and the parking sensor diagram that beams up on the 6.5-inch display. The colored light ring around the media display also changes color depending on the parking sensors. The gear lever and its housing is also covered in leather with the same red stitching as on the steering wheel. In terms of safety, the Cooper S comes with 4 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, dynamic stability control, automatic stability control with traction, dynamic traction control with electronic differential lock control, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Now, let's go ahead and turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The bonnet release is a new setup as found on the current 1, 2, 3 and 4 series BMWs. Pull the lever once to pop open the bonnet, and pull the lever a second time to release the catch holding the bonnet to the body of the car. The Cooper S comes standard with 17-inch tentacle spoke light alloy rims finished in silver and covered in Handbook Ventus S1 Evo 2 205/45 R17 tires. Brakes are ventilated discs and solid discs, front and rear respectively, while on the suspension side, the front gets McPherson struts while the rear gets a multi-link setup. F56 is the code name for the third and latest generation 3-door Mini hatchback. The original Mini was available from 1959 till 2000 in a wide variety of body styles, engines and transmissions. That span of 41 years also saw the Mini brand change hands a few times. In 1994, BMW acquired Rover, which included Mini. In 2000, BMW sold off Rover and its subsidiaries but retained Mini for its own portfolio. A year later, BMW reinvented the Mini hatch, and the first new generation Mini was in all aspects bigger than the original Mini. It was also more powerful. This generation, on sale from 2001 till 2008, saw two body styles, a 3-door hatchback and a convertible. In 2006, the second generation Mini lineup went on sale, and it was during this generation that Mini started experimenting with a wider variety of body styles, including a crossover, a coupe, and a roadster, in addition to the hatchback and convertible. 2013 saw the introduction of the third generation Mini lineup, starting with the 3-door hatchback, but now, as of July 2014, a 5-door hatchback has been revealed as well. The first gen R53 Cooper S had a supercharged 1.6 and 9.4, which was developed by Tritech, a joint venture between Chrysler and BMW. The second gen R56 Cooper S moved on to a turbocharged 1.6 and 9.4, now developed under a BMW and PSA Peugeot Citroën joint venture. For the F56 Cooper S, the engine is now developed in-house by BMW, and it is part of BMW's new modular engine family. This new engine is codenamed B48, and it is a 2-liter dual-overhead cam, 16-valve turbocharged inline-4. The B48 engine features direct injection, dual variable valve timing, Valvetronic, and twin-scroll turbocharging. It produces 192 horsepower from 4700 to 6000 RPM and 280 Nm of torque at 1250 RPM. There is an overboost function that increases torque to 300 Nm. 0 to 100 is achieved in 6.7 seconds onto a top speed of 233 km per hour. The Cooper S has a 44-liter fuel tank, and its combined fuel consumption is 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 122 grams per kilometer, and the Cooper S is front-wheel drive. The F56 arrived in Malaysia in April 2014. 4 variants are available: Cooper, Cooper Chili, Cooper S, and Cooper S Wyatt. The Cooper Chili and Cooper S Wyatt are basically variants with more kit of the Cooper and Cooper S respectively. Exterior features of the Cooper S includes automatic auto-leveling bi-LED projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED rear lights, LED rear number plate lights, LED front fog lights, rear parking sensors, indicators on the front fenders, automatic wipers, and dual center-mounted exhaust pipes.
frameless windows. Right down there you do have some storage with your speaker, and right here you do have your window controls. Both of them are fully automatic in both ways, your mirror controls and your central locking. To the right of your headlight switch is the lever to adjust the level of the brightness of your interior at night. Mini Cooper S door sills. And the driver's seat in this Mini Cooper S just comes standard with full manual adjustments. This one controls your seat back, this one controls your seat height. This bar down here controls your seat position. You do have manual tire extensions as well. And the lumbar is controlled using this knob right here. To gain access to the back, locate this lever right here, pull it, flip the seat back forward, and move the whole seat forward. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The Cooper S does come standard with a dual zone automatic climate control system. All of your controls are located right here. You do have your fan speed in the middle, automatic, different modes, driver side temperature, passenger side temperature, and down below you do have your front and rear defrost, recirculation, air conditioning, and maximum air conditioning. Now what's neat about the colored ring around the media display is that it changes color and it changes direction depending on which menu you're in. So for example, if I increase the fan speed or decrease it, the white light will go around the ring. Or if I decrease or increase the temperature, the white light will go to the appropriate area. Very nice.
The Cooper S comes standard with Radio Mini Visual Boost that includes a 6.5-inch display, various media connectivity options, the mini controller down by the center console, and 6 speakers for the sound system.
Now, you do notice as I increase or decrease the volume, the ring will move accordingly. For stock sound system, the speakers in the Mini Cooper S just sound quite good. The 6.5-inch display right above is actually controlled using your set of controls right down here. It is basically a version of BMW's iDrive. So you do have your audio, menu and telephone shortcut buttons, your back and option buttons, as well as this knob that goes to the left, goes to the right, scrolls to the left, scrolls to the right and clicks down for enter. Let's start with the menu on the far right, which is radio. In radio you can access your FM AM menus, look at your list of available radio stations in area, go to your desired radio stations by performing a manual tuning search and all that. Next up we do have multimedia. And right here we do have your main USB screen. To the right you do have your song information with your artist, album and song title, as well as song duration down below. To the left you do have your list of USB options, your currently playing playlist, perform a search, look at your playlists, more media options such as audiobooks or podcasts, and go back a song or go forward a song. Now if you click the knob to the left once, it goes to your list of external devices. You do have USB, Bluetooth audio streaming and auxiliary. Clicking the knob to the left once more brings us to your main multimedia menu with your external devices and sound settings for the multimedia. You do have bass, treble, balance and fader, your different volume settings, and resetting the system back to factory settings. Clicking the knob to the left once more brings us back to your main menu. Now for example, if you are in your main USB menu and you do not want to click the knob to the left 3 times to go back to your main menu, you can always hit the menu button straight away. And it goes back to the main menu. Next up, we do have your Bluetooth telephone menu. And in this menu, you can look through your phone book, redial your last number, look at your received calls, dial a number, and go to your Bluetooth telephone setup where you can pair a phone, delete a phone, activate your Bluetooth, deactivate it, and all that. Contacts, where you can store contacts. Mini connected with your hotline number. Your vehicle information. Minimalism, which is basically something like BMW's Eco Pro, but in mini speak. Your minimalism info, green tips and all that. Now what's nice about this system is that in addition to the owner's handbook in the form of a book that Mini will supply you when you buy the car, there is also an onboard owner's handbook on the system. There are 3 ways that you can search for your different information. Quick reference via the different most used parts of the car, picture search via the different parts of the car, and your full-blown owner's handbook where you can spell out the desired search option. So for example, light, clicking the knob to the right after you spell out light, you're brought to your list of options starting with light. You also do have your onboard computer right here with your range, average consumption and average speed, your trip computer, vehicle status, with your tire pressure monitoring system or level, service indicators, check control. Basically, if there's anything wrong with the car, it will show up on this section. Your driving excitement page, which basically tells you how much power and torque you're using. And lastly, settings. In settings, you can set the instrument cluster display options, your control display brightness, and all that. You can also set your time and date, language, units, sound, speed, lights, and the like. You can also perform a software update through this menu. Alright, so that's it. So, and one more thing. For example, we're in your main USB screen. If you click the knob to the right, brings up your list of options where you can switch off the display, turn off the light ring, show your external devices on the owner's handbook so you can read up more about it. And it also brings up some multimedia options such as your shuffling the tracks, turning on or off the Bluetooth, and all that. If you are in your radio menu, it will show up some radio options, and according to your different menus, it will show up accordingly right here. And that's about it. Right down here, you do have your FM AM button, switching between your different modes, your power and volume, your seat track buttons, as well as your 6 shortcut buttons. Down below here, you do have your toggle switch to turn off your stability control, and the toggle switch to turn off your start-stop system. If you have your start-stop activated and you arrive at a stop such as a traffic light or traffic jam, the engine will momentarily shut off to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. Down below, you do have a power outlet or a cigarette lighter depending on what you use it for, as well as your USB and auxiliary ports, some storage right there, and a couple of cup holders. Right down here, you do have your different driving modes: Sport, Mid, and Green. Green gears the car towards better fuel consumption. Mid doesn't change anything, so it's basically the car in its normal stage. And Sport gears the car towards a more dynamic feeling while driving, or as Mini says, maximum go-kart feel for the car. Power folding mirrors, central locking, on the right stalk you do have your wiper controls, and on the left stalk your indicator controls. If you locate the button at the end of the indicator stalk, you can scroll through your multi-information display. Right now you do have your average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, average speed, your digital speedometer, date, your engine temperature, turning the display off, range, and back to your average fuel consumption. Within that display, right above, you also do have your gear position. To the left, you do have your time and outside temperature. In the middle, below, you do have your mileage. And the bottom right has your trip meter. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your cruise control, and the right spoke houses your various audio controls. You do have your volume, switching between your different tracks or radio stations, your voice control, and your on-hook off-hook button for the Bluetooth telephone system. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. You do have some storage along the center console next to your display controls and your parking brake. Auto dimming, rear view mirror, your interior lights right above, and this one right here changes the color of your ambient interior lighting. You do have a sun visor with vanity mirror and lights for this side. A secondary sun visor right here. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. There is a touchpad right beneath the Mini badge that opens up the rear hatch.
Boot space in the F56 Cooper S hatchback with the rear seats in place is 211 litres, which is a 51 litre increase over the 160 litres available in the R56. Folding the rear seat backs down and removing the cargo cover extends the boot space to 731 litres. There is an adjustable boot floor with storage underneath, And to the right of the boot, you do have a light and a power outlet.
The front passenger seat does get the same set of adjustments as the driver's side, which means you do have your seat back control right there, seat height, seat position down here, manual tie support, and your lumbar control right there. It is the same method to gain access to the back. Pull this lever and move the whole seat forward. It is fairly easy to climb to the back. Storage pockets on the front seat backs. And the front passenger seat is actually in a position that I would feel comfortable in. I do get this much legroom, not a whole lot, but there are cutouts in the front seat backs to allow for more legroom. Headroom is not too bad, although it's about the same amount of legroom that I get. Definitely an improvement over the previous R56 MINI Cooper hatchback. And like I showed you earlier on, you do have a single cup holder right there. Cup holder and speaker for that side. And cup holder and speaker for this side as well. You don't have handles right up here, but you do have a hook on both sides. Dual glove box, a smaller one right up here, and a slightly bigger one down here. Sun visor with a vanity mirror and lights on this side as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2014 Mini Cooper S. Thanks for watching and goodbye.